Everyone, Vita's Freddy here, back with another How to Play. Today we're looking at how to play Coloretto, which is from Rio Grande Games, and Michael Sect. Uh, Hopefully I pronounced that more or less. And it is for 2 to 5 players. It's a game where you're going to be drawing cards from a supply in the middle of the table, and you're going to be trying to. I'll show you the cards you get. You get cards that are in, obviously, as you can guess by the name, different colors, and they all feature that same, was that a chameleon on it? What you're trying to do is specialize, as they say, in one of these colors. You're trying to collect cards of different colors, hopefully one color, and whoever has the most. At the end of the game, you're going to be able to score points, but for only 3 colors. Positive points for 3 colors, the ones you have the most of. The rest of the cards will be negative points. So the more cards you have of a color, the more points you're going to get. And whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. Now, and the problem is your opponents are going to see what cards you're going for, and they might try to make sure you don't get certain cards. Now each player is going to get one of these summary cards, and there's a double-sided, and one is for a certain amount of players, the other is for a different amount of players. And then you get these cards as well. Again, this is for more players, 4 or 5. This is for 2 or 3 players. And the difference being that you're going to have, as you can see, 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, and that is the setup for 2 players. And yeah, if you're doing 3 to 5 players, you're going to be using these brown ones, and in each pile you're going to be having 3 cards. You'll see what I'm talking about with that in a minute. We'll just do a 2-player game. Put these aside. I can look at them again better in a minute. Excuse me. Now, you get all these cards. Also in here is a couple of special cards. You got cards like this, which is a +2. With another one of those. And there's also this one. Now, this is a wild card. It can be any color you want it to be. And there is 2 of those. These are jokers. They can be any color you want. There's 2 of those, and then there's 1 golden joker as well. And then there's 10 of these +2 cards. Which I'll explain what they do in a minute. And this has 2 scoring sides, a brown side and a violet side. And trying to figure out what side you're going to be using, or if it matters what side you're going to be using. Right. So you can choose to play on one side or the other. It's up to you. But each player is going to get one of these. And we'll throw these in here somewhere. There's also one other card I need to find. Good luck with that. Should be able to find it though. Because it's a pretty important card here. So, just bear with me. There it is. This is the last round card. There's one of those And when you get to that point, that's going to be the last round. And I believe this just goes, it's kind of random where it goes, if I recall correctly. So each player gets one of these summary cards. They recommend beginning with the brown side, not the violet side. I guess the violet side is a bit more difficult. Yeah, I believe what this is, if I recall correctly. Yeah. So if you have one card, you get 1 point. The two cards, you get 3. If you have 6, you get 21, which is the max. On this side, it's different. You get 1 for 1. You get 4 points for 2 cards, 8 points for 3. But then it drops down. You only get 6 points for 5 cards and 5 points, or 6 points. It's 5 points for 6 cards or more at a max. So there is that, just to point out. So this side's a little bit easier. It's a little bit more forgiving. You're not going to lose points for having more cards. Each of these plus 2s are plus 2 points. So there's extra points that you're going to get as well if you get one of them. So, and again, these green cards only use the 2 players. If you're doing more than that, you're using these ones. With the difference being, again, how many cards are going to be played. For these ones, you're going to be playing 3 cards to each of these piles. But with 2 players, it's going to be 1 card, 2, and 3. And again, toss that aside. We'll go over what you're doing here in a moment. So, what they're going to be doing, and we'll put these away. I'll get to one of them right away. So, what you're going to be doing is, let's say, I'm going to throw this in the deck. It just goes wherever. Never mind. What you're going to be doing with that card, if I can find it, is you're going to be dealing out 16 cards. Let's just say that's 16. You're going to put this card there, 16 cards or 17 from the bottom. And then that's going to tell you when the round is going to end. So we'll say I start, I'm going to flip over a card, and I'm going to put it in one of these piles. Let's say I put it there, like that. Now my opponent's going to do the same. They're going to flip a card, and maybe they're going to put that one here. This one has a maximum of 2 cards. This is a maximum 3. This is only 1 card. And what you're doing is you're drawing and taking a card and placing a card, or you can take a row as well. But I'm going to flip a card. It's a blue one. Damn it. I want to put it there, but if I put it there, he's definitely going to take it. So I'm going to put it, let's put it here. So he's going to flip a card, and it's a +2. I guess he just gets to keep that, if I recall correctly. I'm just trying to see what the rule is for that exactly. Now, another thing too, if you're doing just 2 players, we have to remove 2 sets of each card, two of each color, from the stack. And each player is going to get 2 cards. So, technically, we're each going to get 2 cards. Oh, he got the wild card. That bastard. We're each going to get 2 different colored cards to start off with. If it's just 2 players. With 3 players or more, it's different. We'll just do it like this. And I'm guessing, if you get a draw 2, you're just going to, one of these +2s, you're just going to put it in one of these piles. So maybe he puts it there. And I decide, I don't really have any of those colors. So I'm going to take this though. So I'm going to take this row, and then that row is done for the game. My opponent, he can flip a card and put it here, or he can take one of these. He's just going to, he's going to take this row. And now I'm going to either take this card or flip another card. And I guess I'll take this one. And that ends that round. That ends that. You're going to play until you've had these cards. 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards on in the game. Actually, so he took from that one, and I took from one. So we're going to remove these rows, and I believe, yeah, this one is now removed from the game. And that kind of ends the round. And now we're going to go again. He's going to take a card, and he's going to flip it, and he's going to play it there. I'm going to take a card and flip it. He's going to take one. He puts it here. I decide, you know what, I'm going to take this one, the wild card. This one's out of the equation. Now, again, my opponent can take a card, put it here. Maybe he will do that. It's an orange. And now I can take a row, or I can flip another card. And again, remember, we're trying to get the most of one color. Currently, none of those colors really help me, so I'm just going to flip a card. And it's not very useful, but my opponent says, you know what, I'll take that. Gives me another blue. And we'll take this out of here. And then we're going to do that again. We're going to keep going until we get to that marker in the deck. And then we're going to count points. And let's just say we ended up with, a bunch of different cards like this. So now we're going to see who has, the most points. I got some +2s. This is just kind of random. I got some greens. I got some yellows. I got a bunch of +2s. Some reds. So, again, you're going to count points for the 3 colors that we have the most of. So I got a lot of these, I got a lot of these, and I got 3 of these. And I got all these +2. So we'll just score my hand, we'll not worry about him. Again, these are the points you're going to get. So, for a set of 4, I'm going to get 10 points. Another 6, and another 6. That's 22. 30 points is what I got. And now we're going to subtract these points. As minus points, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't believe you count them as pairs. So it's another -6. So I got 24 points. And then my opponent is going to do the same thing. Of course, oh, I forgot about this one, actually. So this one actually counts, because it's a wild card. I would throw it onto the yellows. That gives me 5 yellows. That would be 15 points. So actually I had more points than I forgot about. I forgot about that. But that's basically how you play. It's Coloretto. It's pretty cool. There's actually another game that's called Zularetto, which is animal-based. It's not cards, though. But it's, along the same idea. You might want to check out if you like this one. I think it's pretty cool. It's just basically a set collecting game. And you try to collect the most of 3 specific colors if possible. And the ones you have the most of, the 3 colors you have the most of, will give you points based on this or this, depending on what you're using. This one penalizes you for having too many cards. And the other cards are going to be negative points. So yeah, I like it. Again, if you're playing with 4 players or 5 players, you're going to have, or 3 players even, you're going to have these out if it's 3 players. And you're going to be playing up to 3 cards on each pile instead of just 2 or 1. So, you know, you can maybe put it out there. Take that one. I think this one just goes here. It's an extra point is what it is. Maybe put that one there. Then, you know, maybe that goes there. Maybe someone says, I'll take this one. Somebody says, I'll take this. And then the last person takes that. And it plays the same way. It's just more cards in play, which is fine. So yeah, I like it. And the cards are good quality. I like it. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. That is Coloretto. We'll see you next time for more. Thanks for watching.